Guys, I made this moi moi with beans flour. Can you believe that? And I mashed it with gari and groundnut. Who doesn't like that combination? If you want to know how I made it, stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ada Obioyekoya and this channel is Cooking with Ada. Thank you guys for being here. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad to have you here. And to my subscribers, thank you for always being here and watching all my videos. Guys, today I want to share with you how I make my moi moi. Moi moi is a Nigerian dish that is very hard to make because of all the processes involved. But today I'm here to share with you how I make my moi moi using beans flour. I used to think that if you use beans flour to make moi moi, it will not taste like the original moi moi made from beans. Beans flour is made from beans, so definitely you're gonna get a tasteful moi moi. But ensure that you buy your beans flour from an authentic African shop, or you make it yourself. Well, how to make beans flour, that's story for another day. So guys, come along, let's cook. The protein I'll be using to make my moi moi is eggs. So I'll go ahead to boil these eggs for 15 minutes because I want them to be hard-boiled eggs. If you like to use fish, at this point you can just prep your fish, fry your fish, and make it the way you want to use. But for this recipe, we'll be using eggs for moi moi. Now it's time to make the moi moi. In a large bowl, add your beans flour. This beans flour, my mom made this beans flour. I would have to call her to ask her for the steps of how she made this beans flour, then I can share with you. But right now, I don't know how she made the beans flour. Then I go ahead to add my tomato mix. I have a video showing details of how I make my tomato mix, so I'm going to put that details in the caption of this video. Then I go ahead to add water. Please don't worry about the measurement of the beans flour and everything I'm going to be using for this recipe, because I'm going to add details of that in the caption as well. So give it a good mix. I'll go ahead to add my crayfish. This crayfish has been washed, cleaned, and blended smoothly. The moi moi texture, you'd want your moi moi texture not to be too thick. So as long as you cook, you would keep checking. Vegetable oil is very good for moi moi because you want your moi moi to be soft, and the vegetable oil will make it soft. Now go ahead to put in any seasoning of your choice. Now I'm going in with garlic powder because I want to give my moi moi that extra garlic flavor. And then I'll go ahead to stir my moi moi. For every step you take, you have to stir. So you're stirring because you want all the seasoning to incorporate into your moi moi paste smoothly, and just to ensure that nothing is left out. At this point, I'm going to add bouillon cubes. I'm using 1 bouillon cubes, but do not worry, I'm going to give you a good description in the description box. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, click that subscription button so that you get notifications anytime I post a new cooking video. I'm going to go ahead to add my Cameroon pepper. But if your pepper mix already has enough pepper, you can skip this part. I'm going to add sweet chili sauce. I know it's new adding sweet chili sauce in moi moi, but trust me, the sweet chili sauce is going to give your moi moi a sweetness that you would love. I'm going with more water because I'm checking to see that the texture of this paste is exactly the texture that I want it to be. Moi moi is actually my comfort dish because anytime I am feeling homesick or I feel like I miss Nigeria, I actually make moi moi, and you see how fast it is. I'm going to add more oil to this moi moi because the secret to achieving a soft moi moi, soft textured moi moi is in the oil. You know, even after you put this moi moi in the freezer, say for instance your moi moi remains, you put it in the freezer and then you heat it up again, sometimes the moi moi becomes hard. But if you put enough oil when making this moi moi, it's going to be soft all through. Give it a good mix and then it's ready. Now because I don't have moi moi leaf here, I'm going to be using these tins to cook my moi moi. So if you're using tin to cook your moi moi, you would have to oil the tin first. These are tin cups made from aluminium and they are safe to cook. So you also have to check the tin you're using to be sure that they are safe to cook. When I was growing up, my grandmother made moi moi using tins. Those ones they call kum kum. I don't know if you're Igbo, you would understand what kum kum is, but that moi moi was just so delicious. I miss my grandmother's moi moi. So I'm gonna be putting the moi moi in the tins right now and layering them with eggs, because I just want every spoon I take I will see egg, because I love lots of egg in moi moi. If you're not really an egg fan, you can use your fish and layer it with fish or corned beef or any protein of your choice, but let's ensure that you keep your moi moi with protein. Now if you don't have these tins and you have only foil paper, I'm going to be showing you how I wrap with foil paper. I fold into 4 equal parts and I roll each end thinly and tightly. You know, I'm doing this to ensure that when I pour the moi moi paste into the moi moi, that it doesn't spill out. So I'm securing the end very tightly, as you can see, and I also do the same for the bottom part as well. You can do it if you feel like the bottom part is loose. Yeah, so once I'm done with this, I'm sure that, you know, it's tight and it's sealed. Then I can now pour in the moi moi, so you can see how it looks. Very easy, and this way your moi moi will not spill after you put it in the foil paper. It would not spill at all. So if you don't have the tin, you can just wrap your moi moi this way. I guarantee you it will come out tasting amazing as well. So once I'm done putting my moi moi mixture in the foil, then I would have to secure the end. So this is how I fold it, and then I keep folding to ensure that it's tight and does not spill. So guys, this is how I wrap my moi moi in the foil paper. Very easy. For the tins, because they do not come with any cover, I know that when I was back in Nigeria, the tins we had came with covers, but this one doesn't come with cover. You can use a foil paper as well to cover it by folding the foil paper into 2 and wrapping it tightly. Because the method for cooking moi moi is called the steaming method, we're going to be using a lot of foil papers for this. If I had my leaves, I would have used leaves, but because we don't have leaves, we're going to use foil paper. So start by putting a large amount of foil paper at the base of the pot, then add at least a full cup of water. So you can see the cup I'm using. I'm going to also add that measurement in the description box. Then add your moi moi one by one till the pot is full, and then I'll take another foil paper that will act as the cover, which we'll just use to cover this tightly. Remember, we are steaming the moi moi, so we need all the steam we can get. So this is how I cover it with the foil paper. So lots of foil paper at the base, at the top, and at the cover of the pot. So after about 50 minutes, I check to see if the moi moi is cooked by inserting a fork in the middle of the moi moi. If it comes out non-sticky, you know that your moi moi is ready. So I go ahead to make more holes just for it to get into the moi moi tin. I allow the moi moi to cool down for 15 minutes before serving, and I serve this moi moi either with gari and groundnuts, or better still, you can serve your moi moi with custard or any pudding of your choice. Sometimes I garnish it with parsley leaves and it comes out great. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. Till I see you in my next video. Cheers. Bye.